What's up? What's poppin'? What's good? It's your girl Tosha Renee, and this is my reaction channel. And today I'm reacting to top 10 reasons not to move to Columbus, Ohio. You will need car insurance. So I stay in Columbus, Ohio. So let's see what's cap or facts. Like, let's see what's real or fake, and I can contest to it. So let's go. If you're new here, comment down below any video ideas you have for me that you want me to react to. Like, comment, and share. And let's get this reaction going because I'm interested to see on if this is true or false. So let's go.
What is going on, everyone? There's a few nicknames, including the Discovery City, the Arch City, Cowtown, and the biggest small town in America. The Arch City has just under 900,000 residents, with about 2 million in the metro area. It was settled in 1812. Columbus is the best city in the state of Ohio. But really, when your competition is Cleveland and Cincinnati, are you really the best at anything? It's like being the head of the class at summer school. It is a college town. Columbus is home to Ohio State University, one of the largest college campuses in the United States. Columbus has some history. It was named after an Italian immigrant named Christopher. And during the Civil War, Columbus was a major base for the Union Army. It housed 26,000 troops and held up to 9,000 Confederate prisoners of war at Camp Chase, which is now a neighborhood called Hilltop Neighborhood in West Columbus. People are moving to Columbus. They've always had growth since they started recording in 1830. Not sure if those Confederate soldiers were counted, but they've always had growth. They've never had any real down years. The biggest small town in America is not a bad place to live, but like every city or state, it's not for everyone. And there's some things that might not agree with people. I'm going to list some things you might want to know before you relocate in my top 10 reasons not to move to Columbus, Ohio.
All right, let's see. Let's see.
Number 10, taxes. Taxes in Columbus seem to always be rising. The state has a base income tax and a sales tax. Then the local areas can implement an additional tax if they're in the mood. And Columbus is always in the mood. The state income tax tops at 4.997%. Columbus has a local tax of 2.5%.
I think that's went up by now.
You're getting bent over for 7.497%. As for sales tax, the state puts their base sales tax at 5.75%, while Columbus adds an extra 1.75%, making the sales tax about 7.5%. Is it the worst in the country? No. Does it suck? Yes. Should this stop you from moving here? That's up to you. Just remember, a lot of the hours you work are going to the state and the local government. Number 9, it's a major city. If you're looking to move to an area that has everything you need, like in a major city, but still has that small town feel, forget Columbus. It's not the place for you. This city is very busy, and it's also the state's capital. Columbus is also the 15th largest city in the country, right behind San Francisco.
So I have to say something about that. I mean, it's places in Columbus that's more quieter, like woodsy feel. It's not all just busy. Granted, it does get busy like with traffic around 5, but what city doesn't, you know? So I don't think that's 100% true. But let's keep going.
Just under 900,000 residents. They call it the biggest small town in America, but really, that's not true anymore. It used to be a medium-sized city with a small town feel. Those days are long gone with all the transplants and everything like that. In the last 5 or so years, the average commute time has jumped. The average commute time in the Arch City is 49.2 minutes, and that was as of 2018. And that's up from 43.7 minutes in 2014.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Number 8, game day traffic. Don't get stuck in game day traffic. That's the best piece of advice I can give you for dealing with Columbus. The absolute worst time to be on the roads is right before a home game and right after a home game. Drive anywhere you want.
Let me tell you. So I used to do Lyft a few years back, and I decided to drive on game day. When I tell you, I probably had like 4 passengers, and literally one of them was in my car for like an hour. Campus gets crazy around game time. So that's 100% true. Don't go outside when it's game time if you're not going to the game, okay? Because you will be stuck in traffic anywhere like in the perimeter of campus. But let's keep going.
In the game because the roads are pretty much vacant. These people take football very seriously. If you do decide to go to a game, I'd advise you to take a taxi, Lyft, or an Uber. Whatever you do, don't wear blue or yellow. That's the rivals' color, Michigan Wolverines.
That is correct.
And stop typing. I know technically it's blue and maize, but maize is yellow, okay? I just am one of those people that doesn't think you should wear colors that are also food. Purple is fine, cranberry is not. Pink, yes. Salmon, no. Tan, yes. Cream, never. Number 7, allergies. It might be a good idea to stock up on some allergy medicine before moving to Columbus. Many report experience an increase in the amount of allergy symptoms after moving here. Nobody in the history of allergies has ever reported that their allergies got better since moving to Columbus.
Now, I can attest to that. Allergies well, I want to say when I was younger, my allergies was really, really horrible, and it's like nothing worked. And if I take like a Zyrtec or something to make you not drowsy, or is it Zyrtec? Yeah, Zyrtec to make you not drowsy, then I feel like it will only work for like an hour. And then after that, and it's a 24-hour pill, so I can agree to that. But here, lately, my allergies haven't been bothering me. But yeah, if you're not used to all the pollen, yeah, it's not good for you.
And that's a fact that I just kind of made up. But the fact is, the city has actually been called the allergy capital of the world.
I've never heard that, but I will believe it.
Number 6, pollution. Like all big cities, you have pollution. Try as you might, you'll always have pollution. The state of Ohio doesn't have a good history when it comes to taking care of the environment anyway. The pollution index in Columbus is 326% worse than the national average. The good news is they don't have bad air quality. It's actually better than the national average. So I don't know where their pollution index, why it's so high. Maybe they need to, I don't know, quit dumping crude oil into the river or something. Maybe pick up some trash occasionally.
Yeah. Don't litter.
The Maskey is a new kind of face mask
Commercial.
that also functions as a scrunchie. I love having it.
Number 5, crime. A high crime rate is something Columbus has had for years. Like most other big cities, Columbus has a problem with both property and violent crimes. The property crime rate is about 57% higher than the national average, while violent crime rate is about 29% higher, which unfortunately is still higher than the Ohio average. How do you get a higher crime rate than the state's average when you're up against Cleveland, Toledo, Cincinnati, and places like that? It's
People be
crazy.
reckless.
I don't
It'd be
understand that
crazy.
at all. If you Google the news for Columbus, Ohio, 2 things will stand out. They have a lot of people shooting up cars, and people seem to go missing a whole lot. Oddly, a bunch of the missing people turn up safe a couple hours later or a day later or something like that. It's like they're too trigger happy there with the whole filing a missing person report.
The Amber
Maybe you should
Alert.
pump the brakes a little bit before you file that report, you know? Claiming your husband's been missing for hours, you don't know where he is, and it just turns out he's at a strip club down the road or something like that. You just come in there asking the strippers. And
But no, all seriously, I feel like I get a lot of Amber Alerts, and then like 45 minutes after the alert, the person has been found. So I agree to that, but he's silly.
You've seen this man showing a little picture of him? Oh yeah, he's getting a lap dance from Cinnamon right now. They find him, bring him home. Number 4, the weather. Weather in Columbus can be crazy. During the cold months, the city can be pretty depressing. The city gets only about 178 days of sun every single year, which is less than half of the year. On average, the city gets about 40 inches of rain and about 22 inches of snow every single year, and the average low in January is about 20 degrees. They have more than their fair share of gray skies. Gray skies can be depressing. It will wear on you more and more each day. Finally, you're sitting in traffic for your 49.7-minute commute, total gray skies above you, and you're mumbling to yourself, Why do I live here? Why do I live here?
I'm used to it now, though.
You look over and you see a man, his head hung low, obviously depressed. He's walking down the side of the road. As he gets closer to your car, you hear him mumble, "She called the police while I was getting a lap dance." And then he shuffles on past your car. almost
Okay.
crying. That's just a normal day while commuting in Columbus.
Not all at once. But the weather is crazy.
Number 3, visiting Columbus. Columbus isn't the place to go for a vacation or any type of tourist thing unless you're really into sports. Many complain that once they move here, they'll always have to go visit their family rather than their family coming to visit them because there's really not much to do. Most things to do, like I said, involve sports. Ohio State games, minor league baseball, the Clippers, and the NHL team, the Blue Jackets. After that, you have a casino, some golf courses, and a really nice zoo from what I understand. I've never been there, but I hear it's nice. But really not big. Ohio is...
Never been here. How you have all these conclusions and you've never been here? I mean, granted, it's not a lot of stuff to do. It's really not, especially with the coronavirus going on, but there's some things here and there. It's not completely boring. But if you've been out and about and you've been to a lot of the places, then yeah, that would make sense that there's nothing to do. But him not being here before, don't judge a book by its cover.
Two of the best amusement parks in the country with Cedar Point near Cleveland and Kings Island near Cincinnati. What does Columbus have? A miniature golf course, maybe? As far as nightlife goes, I watched a video on YouTube where a girl explained that nightlife in Columbus versus her old hometown of Chicago. She said finding Bigfoot is easier than finding a good time in Columbus at night.
Ooh. Depends on where you are.
Number 2, the lack of nature. One thing that Columbus lacks greatly is nature. Although there's various parks in the city and the Scioto River runs straight through town, which is really never a bad thing unless, of course, you've ever been in a flood. Those people get a little nervous around rivers. You'll only see buildings and traffic for several miles. In this day and age when everyone is hiking, mountain biking, and other outdoor stuff, Columbus is really lacking in this department. Thankfully, the Wayne National Forest is just an hour and a half outside the city, but really, it's an hour and a half away, so that kind of sucks. But if you're like 20 years old, living in your parents' house playing Fortnite 18 hours a day, all jacked up on Mountain Dew Code Red, this is great news. Your friends won't be trying to get you out to do things like hike and mountain bike or even go out and meet other life forms of the opposite sex. So it's a win for you and Fortnite.
Now, I'm gonna comment on that. These pictures are just downtown. There's like wooded areas and stuff that you can do. This is just downtown, so it's not like that everywhere. Just to let you know.
And number 1, public transit. Currently, the city's public transit system is less than desirable. The city only offers a public bus system that runs from the airport to downtown. This means it won't be hitting any of the suburbs. You want to go to the suburbs, you better have a car, an Uber, or I don't know, take a rickshaw, whatever you got to do. However, for convenience, the buses will come to each stop every 30 minutes, which is a solid schedule. It also runs 7 days a week, so that's even better. Fortunately, the city did recently win a Smart City Challenge by the U.S. Department of Transportation, which awarded them $40 million plus an extra $10 million from Vulcan Incorporated to make changes to the city that'll improve the public transit experience. And if you've ever been on public transit, you know it's not just a ride, it's an experience. I think adding a bus that goes to the suburbs is a giant leap forward for these people. Maybe one day they can achieve the greatness that is the Los Angeles transit experience. They have trains and buses that are so entertaining, it's hard to believe that you're getting on it for less than $10. They have tons of people talking to themselves, drug use in the open, fist fights over seats, good times in LA. Take the train, it's better than going to Hollywood.
Wow. Okay, well, so far as with the bus, I'm gonna stop the video there. So far as with the bus, I probably rode the bus a couple times, but that was like years ago. Like I'm talking like over 10 years ago. So it may be different now. I don't know how it is now. So I can't really comment on that. But if you like this video, comment down below, let me know. And I will see you guys in the next reaction. If you have any ideas on what you want me to react to, comment and like and subscribe. See you later. Peace.